Infinite Portugal, June 11th, 1915. Ahoy, 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 ahoy! From here in Portugal, with all the ages in my brain, I salute you, Walt. I salute you, my brother in the universe. I, with my monocle and tightly buttoned frock coat. I am not unworthy of you, Walt, as you well know. I am not unworthy of you, as my greeting you shows. I, so like you in indolence, so easily bored, I am with you, as you well know, and understand you, and love you. And though I never met you, born the same year you died, I know you loved me too, and you knew me, and I am happy. I know that you knew me, that you considered me, and explained me. I know that this is what I am, whether on Brooklyn Ferry 10 years before I was born, or strolling up Rio de Ouro, Gold Street, thinking about everything that is not Rio de Ouro. And just as you felt everything, so I feel everything. And so here we are, clasping hands, Walt, clasping hands, with the universe doing a dance in our soul. Oh, singer of concrete absolutes, always modern and eternal, fiery concubine of the scattered world, giant pederast brushing up against the diversity of things, sexualized by rocks, by trees, by people, by their trades, rutting on the move, with casual encounters, with mere observations, my enthusiast for the contents of everything, my great hero, going to meet death by leaps and bounds, roaring, screaming, bellowing greetings to God, singer of cruel and tender brotherhood with everything, great epidermic democrat, close to all in body and soul, carnival of all deeds, bacchanalia of all intentions, twin brother of impulses, Jean-Jacques Rousseau of the world destined to produce machines, Homer of all ungraspable and wavering carnality, Shakespeare of the sensation that begins to be steam-propelled, Milton Shelley of the dawn of electricity, incubus of all gestures, inner spasm of all force and objects, pimp of the whole universe, whore of the solar system, or whore of all solar systems. How many times have I kissed your picture? Wherever you are now, I don't know where, but it is God. You feel this. I know you feel this. And my kisses are warmer among us. And you like it that way, dear old man. And you thank me for them. I know this. Something tells me this. Like a feeling of pleasant warmth in my spirit. An abstract oblique erection at the bottom of my soul. There was nothing of the engagement in you. Rather, the muscular, the cyclopic. Though in facing the universe, yours was the attitude of a woman. For every blade of grass, every stone, every man was a universe. For you, Walt, my beloved old man, my great comrade, I evoke you. I belong to your Bacchic orgy of free sensations. I am yours, from the tingling of my toes to the nausea of my dreams. I'm yours. Look at me. Up there where you are near God, you see me contrary-wise, from inside out. My body is what you divine, but you see my soul. You see it properly, and though it's through its eyes you glimpse my body. Look at me. You know that I, Alvaro de Campos, engineer, sensationist poet, am not your disciple, am not your singer, am not your friend. You know that I am you, and you're happy about it. I could never read all your verses through. There's too much feeling in it. I go through your lines as to a teeming crowd brushing past me, and I smell the sweat, the grease, the human and mechanical activity. At a given moment, reading your poems, I can't tell if I'm reading them or living them. I don't know if my actual place is in this world or in your verse. I don't know if I'm standing here with both feet on the ground or hanging upside down in some sort of institution from the natural ceiling of your tumultuous inspiration, from the middle of the ceiling of your inaccessible intensity. Open all the doors for me, because I have got to get in. My password, Walt Whitman, because I don't give any password. I go in without explaining. If I must, I'll knock the doors down. Yes, slight and civilized though I am, I'll knock the doors down, because at this moment I'm not slight and civilized at all. I'm me, a thinking universe of flesh and bone, wanting to get in and having to get in by force, because when I want to go in, I am God. Take this garbage out of my way. Put these emotions away in drawers. Get out of here, you politicians, literati, all you peaceful businessmen, policemen, whores, pimps. All your kind is the letter that kills. not the Spirit giving life. The Spirit giving life at this moment is me. Let no son of a bitch get in the way. My path goes to infinity before reaching its end. It's not up to you whether I reach the end or not. It's up to me, up to God. It's up to what I mean by the word infinite. Go on, press forward. I feel the spurs. I am the very horse I mount, because I, since I want to be consubstantial with God, can be everything, or I can be nothing, or anything, just as I please. It's nobody's business. It's nobody's business. Raging madness, wanting to yelp, jump, scream, bray, do handsprings or somersaults. My body yelling, wanting to grab hold of car wheels and go under them, wanting to get inside the whirling whip that's about to strike. Be the bitch to all dogs, and they not enough for me. Be the steering wheel of all machines in their limitless speed. Be the one who's crushed, abandoned, dislocated, or done for. Come, dance this fury with me, Walt. You there in that other world. Let's swing into this rock dance, knocking at the stars. Fall exhausted to the ground with me. Beat the walls with me like mad. Break down, tear yourself apart with me. Through everything, in everything, around everything, in nothing. In an abstract body rage that stirs up maelstroms in the soul. Damn it, get going, I said. Damn it, get going, I said. Even if God himself stops us, let's get going. It makes no difference. Let's go on and get nowhere. Infinity, universe, end without end. What's the difference? Let me take off my tie, unbutton my unbutton my collar. You can't let off steam with civilization looped about your neck. All right, now, we're off to a flying start. In the great torchlight parade of all the cities of Europe, in the great military parade of industry, trade, and leisure, in the great race, a great incline, a great decline, thundering and leaping, and everything with me, I jump up to salute you. I yell out to salute you. I burst loose to salute you, bounding, handstanding, yelping. This is how I send you my leaping verses, my bounding verses, my spasmodic verses, my attacks of hysteria verses that pull the cart of the nerves. My crazy tumbling inspires me, barely able to breathe. I get to my feet, exalted, for the verses stem from my being unable to burst with life. Open the windows for me. Throw open all the doors. Pull the whole house up over me. I want to live freely, out in the open. I want to make gestures outside of my body, to run like the rain streaming down over wet walls, to be stepped on like stones down the broad streets, to sink like heavy weights to the bottom of the sea. And all this voluptuously, a feeling remote from me now. I don't want the doors bolted. I don't want the safes locked. I want to horn in there, put my nose in, to be dragged off. I want to be somebody else's wounded member. I want to be spilled from crates. I want to be thrown in the ocean. I want them to come looking for me at home with lewd intentions, just so I'm not always sitting here quietly. Just so I'm not just simply writing these verses. I'm against spaces between in the world. I'm for the compenetrated, material contiguity of objects. I'm for physical bodies commingling like souls, not just dynamically, but statically, too. I want to fly and fall from way up high, to be thrown like a hand grenade, to be brought to a sudden stop, to be lifted to the highest abstract point of me and it all. Climax of iron and motors. Accelerated escalator without any stairs. Hydraulic pump tearing out of my smashed up guts. Put me in chains just so I can break them. Just so I can break them with my teeth bleeding. Bleeding away in spurts with the masochistic joy of life. The sailors took me prisoner. Their hands gripped me in the dark. For a moment I died of the pain. My soul went on licking the floors of my private cell while the whirling of impossibilities circled my spite. Jump, leap, take the bit between your teeth. Red-hot iron Pegasus of my twitching anxieties. Wavering parking place of my motorized destiny. He's called Walt. Entryway to everything, bridge to everything, highway to everything. Your omnivorous soul, your soul that's bird, fish, beast, man, woman. Your soul that's one becoming two when two are one. Your soul that's arrow, lightning, space, amplex, nexus, sex and Texas, Carolina and New York. Brooklyn Ferry in the twilight. Brooklyn Ferry going back and forth. Libertad, democracy, the 20th century about to dawn. Boom, 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 boom. You who lived it, you who saw it, you who heard it, subject and object, active and passive, here, there, everywhere, you. Circle closing off all possibilities of feeling, quintessence of all things that might still happen. God, terminus of all imaginable objects, and it is you. You are the hour, you are the minute, you are the second, you interpolated, liberated, unfurled, and sent. Interpolating, liberating, unfurling, sending. You, the interpolator, liberator, unfurler, sender. The seal on all letters, the name on all addressed envelopes. Goods delivered, returned, and to follow. Train full of feelings at so many miles per hour, per second, per minute. Boom! Now that I'm almost dead and see everything so clearly, I bow to you, great liberator. Surely my personality has had some purpose. Surely it meant something since it expressed itself. Yet looking back today, only one thing troubles me. Not to have had your self-transcending calm, your star-clustered liberation from infinite night. Maybe I had no mission at all on earth. That's why I'm calling out, for the ear-splitting privilege of greeting you. All the ant-swarming humanity in the universe, all the ways of expressing all emotions, all the consequences of all thoughts, all the wheels, all the gears, all the pistons of the soul. That's why I'm crying out, and why, in this homage from you to me, to you from me, they all begin to bust in their real and metaphysical gibberish, in the uproar of things going on inside without nexus. Goodbye, bless you, live forever, oh great bastard of Apollo, impotent and ardent lover of the 9 muses and the graces, cable car from Olympus to us and from us to Olympus. That's so funny. Great.
Who does that translation?
That's translated by Edwin Honig.